The muscle-bound lifter walks in with his chest puffed out, convinced that big muscles mean invincibility. He laughs, mocks, and challenges a skinny guy in a simple t-shirt sitting quietly in the corner of the gym. He thinks this is going to be a joke until Bruce Lee decides to stand up and humiliate the arrogant man who dared to challenge him.
Very good shadow boxing.
Even though the fight you saw was just a scene from a movie, everyone can agree on one thing. Bruce Lee's physical power in real life was unbelievable. His punch speed, 1/500th of a second from roughly 1 meter away. But that technique is nothing compared to one of his most legendary skills, the 1-inch punch, a terrifying burst of power delivered from just 1 inch of distance. This moment can be seen in one of his old viral videos. In the karate tournament where he demonstrated it, the punch claimed 2 victims. The first was a black belt karate master. With a single 1-inch punch, Bruce Lee sent him flying back into his chair. The second was a young man in a dress shirt. This time, Bruce delivered a 6-inch punch, launching the man even farther, nearly 6 meters across the floor. Beyond his striking mastery, many people don't realize that Bruce Lee incorporated 33 grappling techniques into his martial art, Jeet Kune Do. Lee also trained and exchanged knowledge with experts in judo, jiu-jitsu, and grappling, including close friends like Gene LeBell, Hayward Nishioka, and Wally J. In his book, Tao of Jeet Kune Do, you can even find illustrations and his personal notes on grappling, judo throws, and jiu-jitsu submissions. And his films reflect this side of his skill set. Several scenes show Lee finishing opponents with grappling and submission techniques. A prime example is his iconic fight with Chuck Norris in The Way of the Dragon. After softening Norris with punches and kicks, Bruce Lee ends the duel with a guillotine choke, showcasing a deeper layer of his martial arts arsenal. Bruce Lee's martial art was built on techniques that flowed like water, designed for speed, power, and adaptive defense capable of overcoming any opponent. He combined the many martial arts he had studied into one evolving system. That's why Jeet Kune Do has no fixed structure. It constantly grows, shifts, and adapts, just like water. Bruce Lee regularly trained these techniques with his students, but only one of his mixed-style sparring sessions was ever caught on camera, his match against his student, Ted Wong. Throughout the footage, Ted Wong throws punches and kicks again and again, but none of them managed to touch Bruce Lee. Bruce simply waits, calm, focused, reading every movement. He waits for the attack, breaks it, and counters with deadly precision. One of Lee's counterpunches lands directly on Ted Wong's face, clean and powerful. Bruce continues with a simple judo-style takedown, dropping Ted Wong straight to the ground. When Ted Wong gets back up, he tries a spinning kick, but Bruce shuts it down effortlessly. This sparring match perfectly demonstrates how Bruce Lee brought his be-like-water philosophy into every movement, every reaction, every strategy he used. The showdown between this karate white belt and a Jeet Kune Do practitioner perfectly highlights the contrast between karate's rigid, rule-bound structure and Bruce Lee's free-flowing, flexible approach. Bruce Lee's ability to combine physical power with philosophical insight in Jeet Kune Do is what makes the art so formidable in nearly any situation. We can see an example of that in this fight between a Jeet Kune Do practitioner and a Taekwondo fighter. In this duel, the Jeet Kune Do fighter secures victory in just a short moment, using strikes that are precise, fast, and brutally efficient, leaving his opponent with no chance to respond. As a martial art developed by Bruce Lee, Jeet Kune Do is anything but weak. Lee himself was astonishingly strong for his size. He could perform 50 one-arm pull-ups. He could do one-arm push-ups, even using only his thumb and index finger. Bruce Lee's leg power was just as unreal. His sidekick could launch a 700-pound heavy bag clean off its mount. In another clip, Bruce Lee is seen hurling a 200-pound man backward, even though the man was wearing a protective shield. There's even footage of a thin man being kicked through a wooden wall, sent flying by Lee's devastating sidekick. And he wasn't just strong, he was blindingly fast. Bruce Lee could fire 6 kicks in a single second, each with that signature snap and precision. In several demonstrations, he lands 2 punches in a fraction of a second. Why 2? Because the first punch is a feint, a lightning-fast strike that forces the opponent to react, exposing their defense. It's so quick that the eye can't fully track it, but the body feels it, triggering an instinctive flinch. That split-second opening is where the second punch lands, the real finishing strike. Bruce Lee often used a double block technique in fights. The second deflection, delivered with his left hand, happens simultaneously with a right hand strike to the opponent's neck.